Module 1. Distress Management.
All of us hear the term constantly, and as such, we always think of stress in negative terms. For example, death, taxes, financial ruin, divorce, anger, etc. All of these are causes of stress. But stress itself isn't always negative. I mean, there is such a thing as eustress. That's spelled EU-stress. Eustress is what athletes do to compete and win. Eustress is what you feel when you get married or win a lottery. So, stress itself can be positive. In any event, there's no way to dispose of stress, so the goal of us humans is learning how to manage our stress. But I've got to be honest with you. Sadly, during my research, I didn't find too many service reps that felt like they were winning a lottery as a result of working in call centers. Instead, what I found was a lot of distress. But let's not get confused. There's a big difference between stress and distress. I define distress as levels of stress that cause us to lose self-control and make us feel overwhelmed. Thus, distress is simply unmanaged stress, or what I call stress run amok. So, is distress always negative? The right answer is definitely yes.
To help you manage the effects of your distress, this module will cover the following: differentiating positive stress from negative stress or distress, understanding the causes and effects of distress, learning solutions for alleviating the effects of your distress, and finally, realizing that training is one of the primary solutions for alleviating most of the effects of your distress.
And so the object of this distress management module is to help you gain control over the causes and effects of distress in your job as well as in your personal life. With this in mind, I find it very helpful to view my personal stress level as analogous to that of a tachometer of a race car. What's a tachometer? A tachometer has a red zone, or if you prefer, a distress zone that warns us when the engine is becoming overtaxed. When that occurs, the needle of the tachometer literally goes into the red zone. The point of this analogy is that through distress management, you can learn how to prevent your stress needle from going into your own emotional red zone. I'm certain most of you have heard the expression cause and effects of distress. Cause and effects not only relates to distress, but to almost every other aspect of problem solving. But problem solving must first define the cause of a problem before that problem can be resolved. For this reason, when attempting to resolve the cause of distress, it is also extremely important that you differentiate between the cause and effect. Otherwise, not knowing how to do so makes distress management almost impossible. In the call center, the effects of distress that I have typically heard can best be summarized by what I refer to as the AI electrocardiogram metaphor. Now, AI means aggravation, impatience, agitation, and irritability. If you're a New Yorker like me, you're probably born with it. It's in our DNA. So if some of you in the call centers are suffering from the AI EKG syndrome, you may have experienced one or more of the following top 10 effects manifested from the causes of your distress.
Number 10, disconnected. Number 9, unappreciated. Number 8, confused. Number 7, insecure. Number 6, demotivated. Number 5, frustrated. Number 4, low self-esteem. Number 3, rejection. Number 2, failure. And the number 1 effect of your personal distress is hopelessness. The tachometer analogy illustrates how the number and magnitude of these distress effects, compounded by AI, just might send you into your emotional red zone.